What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. Say hello, Abby.
Hi.
So, we are at the store, of course, and it is Saturday. So, I'm hoping it's a little busier than yesterday. We did all right in sales, but it was kind of slow. So, today should be good, and we have a trade-in so far to show you, which is really, really awesome. There's one thing in here for the collection, and this is a trade-in because he brought more stuff, but I was actually talking to this guy on Facebook first, and we made a deal on the game for the collection, so he brought that to me today. But then he brought some other stuff as well, which we ended up making a deal on. So let's take a look and see what we got. The game that we got for the collection is Bucky O'Hare on the NES. This is technically just the box and cartridge, but we already have a manual for this at home, which is super cool. Last time we got a Bucky O'Hare traded in, it came with the manual. We sold it just cartridge only, and I held on to the manual because I was like, well, if I ever get a box and cartridge, then I can complete it, and that's exactly what happened. It's not in the best condition. You can see there's like some wear, and the box is, you know, crushed on top. It's a little sun faded on the top, but overall, it's not terrible. The Adventure Island 3 is complete minus the styrofoam, but this one is actually a double, and the copy that I have at home has the plastic on the box still, so this one is not a condition upgrade, so that one is for the store. And then we have some PSP games here, nothing too special. Then we have a bunch of disc-only games. I'll just kind of go through them like this. Lots of Dreamcast stuff in here, kind of just a mix of everything. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. And then you can see in the background there's two little GameCube cases with some more disc-only stuff. One more. And then we have some GameCube ones here. We do have cases for some of these, but not all of them. So after I finish up filming this clip here, I will see which ones I can complete. There's a Mario Kart bonus disc in the back. This one has the better games though. It's Crash, Wind Waker, and Luigi's Mansion. We definitely have a case for that, and those were not his prices. These are from something else. So that was all that was in that one. Then we got these two bags here. So this stuff he brought from home. This stuff he just picked up from a garage sale. So we have a Wii Dance Pad. There's like this thing. This EA Active still sealed. There's like some other stuff down there, like little Wii remote attachments, like the tennis racket and stuff. There was a few DVDs mixed in here. And then we have a Wii Mini. There's a bunch of games in here. I'll go through them. Most of them are nothing too special. It's a Star Wars one right there. There's a bunch of these things. There's the rest of the games. Well, most of them. Then there's a bunch of steering wheels and nunchucks and these things. And these were the good games. We got Wii Sports, Pokemon Battle Revolution, Mario Kart Wii, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Wii Sports Resort, and another Mario Kart Wii. Just got two more little trade-ins here, guys. A Pokemon Heart Gold and Digimon World Dawn. Unfortunately, we do not have cases for either of these, but great games either way. We just got some really cool stuff trading in, guys, so let's take a look. First, this little Monopoly game. Didn't want this. He gave it to us for free. But we have this Dragon Ball Z Power Showdown little toy set thing here. This is brand new, of course, as you can tell. We have had a couple of these little figures and stuff before, but never like this full setup. This thing will sell for like 75-ish on eBay. We're probably going to price it at like 65 here in the store. But we got that. This is for the collection. And you're probably like, why? You don't collect cartridge only? This is kind of special. So this is International Tennis Tour, which is an uncommon game, but it's only worth about $5. But look at the back here. Nintendo promotional offer, not for resale. So this is not a standard not for resale cartridge. I believe this is more like of an employee type thing. But if you guys have any more info, let me know. But this thing's pretty cool, and this is a legit sticker. You can look on eBay and you'll see other copies. There was like a Final Fantasy for NES complete in box that sold that had this sticker on the front. So that's pretty cool. We also got this Bump and Jump glass marquee, which It's kind of cool. I was actually going to pass on this, but he said he would just take 10 bucks for it, and I was like, okay, well, I can't pass that up. But the very special item that I'm really excited about, which is for the collection, is this Nintendo 64 sign. So this is plastic. According to him, this came from like an antique store up in Blaine, Washington, which is almost Canada, but he said they told him it came out of a Walmart. So, I don't know. I thought it was super cool. Obviously, Nintendo 64 is my favorite console, so that's really cool. I'm very glad to have that. And the guy that brought this stuff in is the same guy that I got the signed Ken Griffey Jr. Super Nintendo baseball from, if you guys remember that video a while back. So, if you missed that video, I'd highly recommend checking it out, because that thing is super cool. So, if you just type in on YouTube, just type in SicCooper baseball, I'm sure it'll come up, but same guy brought this stuff, which is super cool. He had a few other things that we just were too far apart on price on, unfortunately. He had a complete in box Super Nintendo system that was like absolutely mint. He had a boxed Mario Brothers Game & Watch dual screen one. He had taken them to another store before he came here because he was it was in Beaverton, he was closer. And they had offered him 200 bucks for that Game & Watch, but if you look on eBay, only one of them has sold for more than 200, so I couldn't offer any more than that. But I'm really happy with what we got here. This is really, really awesome stuff. That N64 sign is super cool. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Probably not going to display it in the game room until we move into a bigger place because I just don't have room, but it is super awesome. Just got this original DS and an iPod Classic traded in. The DS came with these two games, which are obviously nothing special. But this DS is in incredible condition. There's like no scratches at all. It has the original stylus. It didn't come with a charger, but we do have extra, so that's not a big deal. The hinges are good, and it has screen protectors on it, so if I take those off, it's probably going to just look brand new underneath. So that is super awesome. And then same girl traded in this 60 gig iPod Classic. It's in like this little metal case, which is pretty nice. Works perfect. Not the easiest thing to open with one hand, but it also has like a full protector thing on it that kind of wraps around to the back a little bit. It's engraved right there, which kind of sucks, but
it's not. There's the wraparound thing's engraved. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't normally take in iPods. We have had a few people ask, but the iPod Classic is one of the ones that tends to hold its value pretty well, so we did take this one in. The DS we sell for $30. The games are like, you know, a couple bucks each. And then the iPod here, if we sell it on eBay, we can probably get $65, somewhere around there. But what I want to do is price it out here at the store for $49.99 and see what happens. We've never tried to sell an iPod in the store here, but we'll see how it does. And if it ends up not selling after like a couple weeks, we'll probably just throw it up on eBay. So I just got off the phone with a guy who lives down in Portland, and he is interested in selling his whole collection. And he is planning on coming in tomorrow with some stuff. The only problem is he said he doesn't have a car, so he has to take the bus. And so he can't bring everything at once. And I told him, like, you know, we can come to you if that makes it easier. We can just drive down there on one of our days off, and we can take a look at everything, and, you know, we can pick everything up at once. And so I think that he's okay with doing that, but what he wants to do first is he's going to come in here tomorrow, and he has like one of those apps where you can track your collection. He said he's got everything in it, and so he's going to bring that for me to look at, but he's also going to bring his Vita stuff. Vita cases are small, so he can fit a bunch of them into a backpack. He said that his Vita collection is kind of big, and I don't really know if that means he's got like 15 games or like 70 games, who knows. But he said that he had a pretty big GameCube collection and then told me it was 40 titles. So I don't know, because to me 40 GameCube games is not a very, very big collection. He did say that he doesn't have any games that are worth less than like 10 bucks for the GameCube, so 40 titles with no filler can get pretty expensive. But it's not a large collection, so I'm curious to see like exactly how much stuff he has. But We'll show you guys that stuff tomorrow if we end up getting it, and then we'll keep you updated on the rest of it, and hopefully we can make a deal with this guy. We are home now, and I have one package here to open. This was an eBay purchase for the store. Since we've been being a little bit more picky on taking in trades and stuff, I've also slowed down on my eBay buying, but there are a few things here and there that either I find or my buddy Sam sends me, and I just can't pass them up. And I believe this was one of those things. Alright. So here it is. Let me open this. This is very interesting packaging. So we have a gray Nintendo 64 controller. Joystick is not bad, but it probably does need to be replaced, which is not a big deal. We used to use just standard replacement joysticks for the store, and then we went through a couple different like manufacturers or vendors or brands or whatever you want to call it that we were trying out, and none of them were great. The GameCube sticks are amazing, but we didn't have like a good replacement for just regular ones. And finally I found, I don't even remember what the company's called, or else I would let you guys know, so I'm gonna have to try and find it at some point again, because we're gonna have to order more. But the sticks we were buying before, the entire stick and then the internal component was all one piece, and we were just replacing that whole thing. The problem with them was that they didn't feel original, they didn't look original, and we had like 4 or 5 people bring controllers back that were like, it doesn't go left, which is super weird, but we tested them every time, and sure enough, they wouldn't go left. So they would work for a bit, and then they wouldn't go left anymore. So I found a new replacement thing, and it doesn't replace the entire piece, it just rebuilds the internal components. So if you guys have ever opened up an N64 joystick, on the inside, there's 2 little pieces of plastic that are shaped like this, or like little U's. One of them goes this way, and then one of them goes this way, so they kind of create a little X, and then they'll move like this, and that's how your joystick moves. And over time, the plastic on the middle of those things gets worn down, and that's why the joystick gets really loose. So the pieces that I found to replace them are those internal pieces that overlap like that, like I said, and they're just little pieces of plastic. They are extremely cheap, especially compared to the replacement sticks. I think that we were paying like a couple bucks for a replacement stick, like at the very minimum. It probably was even more, like $3 or $4 a stick. But the replacement pieces that I found, which allows you to keep the original stick so it looks and feels original still, those pieces are like under $1. So that's a way better option, so we've been using that. So now that I've rambled on for a million years, there's more to just the package than just that controller. We also got Yoshi's Story, Mario Party 1, Super Smash Brothers, and Mario Golf. So I don't remember exactly what I paid for that. It was something like 75-ish, 78, something like that, which is pretty good. Smash we sell for 50, I think. Mario Party we sell for 45. Mario Golf we sell for 20. Yoshi's Story we sell for 23. And then the controller, honestly, will probably just be used for a system, but typically we sell them for 20 by themselves. So there's plenty of profit to be made on this, and that was a good little purchase. I believe he had it posted for like $89.99 shipped, and I think I offered like 70, so after you know, tax and all that, it was like 75, 78, something like that. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know we didn't get too much stuff traded in, but we did get some really cool items. I'm very happy with that N64 sign. I love that thing. So thanks for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed. Do not forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and we will see you guys again tomorrow.